Good day all, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all good in the hood. It is a horrible, miserable, rainy, depressing, cold, dark, grey day here today in South Wales, but we're not going to let that dampen our mood. I have been running around like a headless chicken this morning. I've been to the tip in the rain, not great. I have returned parcel. I've been doing all of those mundane jobs that you just put off and put off and put off, and you know in the back of your head that if you don't do it now, you're going to miss the time to return those parcels and you're going to lose out on your money. And there's basically, I've been trying to get rid of our bin. We've got a new bin and a new microwave, and I've been trying to get rid of the old ones for ages. It has been a productive morning. It is currently 11 o'clock and I have treated myself to a little Starbucks. Oh my god, Starbucks. And I thought I would talk to you and tell you what I've got. So here's my little cup. I have got, so this is how my order goes. Hi, they say, hi, can I take your order please? I say yeah. Can I please have a, I do my telephone voice. Does anybody else have a telephone voice where you go super posh all of a sudden? So I go hi, which must be so annoying to the people that take our orders. Please may I have a skinny iced latte. So skinny meaning that it's going to be skim milk, so that is going to be my healthy extra A. Skinny iced latte with sugar-free caramel syrup, so that is sin-free and it's going to be my healthy extra A because I'm using the sugar-free caramel syrup. There's also vanilla sugar-free, I think. Is there any others? There might, can you hear the rain? ASMR. There might be other flavors, but yeah, so that's basically what I asked for. It's a medium one, so it's going to be my one of my healthy extra A. And then I am going to insert a clip because I did film this. Where's the packaging? Let me tell you a story about these. So I got some meatballs from IKEA the other day for my dad, and we bought a new lampshade. Possibly by Dave bought some shelving for his office, and I bought 2 packs of meatballs for my dad, and Bear was unloading the car of all the like stuff we bought to put it all up, and left the meatballs in the car. Cheers then, mate! Cheers then! So they defrosted, so they are no longer able to be consumed. So what a waste. Anyway, so does anybody else have like a bag in their car and it's full of rubbish? So there's like 45,000 cans of Pepsi Max in there, and there's now 2 bags of IKEA meatballs which are unable to be eaten. Anyway, so what I was saying, in that bag at the bottom is I had the, not sure if you've seen them, Starbucks. So my whole plan was to go to Starbucks and film these, what I got, and I'll insert a little clip now and you can see what I'm talking about. What they look like, they're not the biggest, but if you're on the go and you want something quick and easy, yeah, basically I tried those little egg white bites, the red pepper and spinach ones. They are 2 cents each. They are minute, they're probably like that big. Hello. They are delicious, don't get me wrong. They tasted stunning, really cheesy, really warm, gooey, oozy. Oh, but I really feel like you can make your own at home for sin-free and bigger, and you can add more bits in them. But it's a great alternative if you're on the go and you need a breakfast or a snack option. They are available in Starbucks. So yeah, that is how today's gone so far. I've been very productive, I'm very chatty, so I'm glad I'm doing a video today. It's completely and utterly awfully rainy, but I've got my Starbucks, so I'm gonna drink this healthy extra A, and I've had 4 cents for my muffins, my egg little bites, and yeah, I'm gonna get myself home now, and I will probably see you at lunch. But yeah, hi guys, and thanks for being here. It is a little bit later now, and apologies for the washing machine. That is just a standard noise in the background. That is always going to be a thing that you're just going to have to get used to. But I'm doing a little bit of batch cooking today. So I am going to batch cook this meal because only myself likes it. Bear doesn't like cheese, so this is basically what they call a cheesy Cajun beef goulash. So I would be the only one eating this. It makes 4 portions, so I'm gonna make it up. If I fancy it for lunch, I will probably have 1 portion of it for lunch with some salad, but if not, I'm just gonna pop the 4 portions of it, probably 1 or 2 in the fridge, and then definitely 2, maybe 3 in the freezer for a later date. But yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to film because it's one of my favorite meals to batch cook. So the whole concept of this recipe, I am basically using the Cajun seasoning by JD Seasonings, and basically in here is just a little sachet, as you can see there, of seasoning and goodness. And on the back of all of the JD Seasonings seasonings, you get a recipe list, so everything that you're going to need to make this recipe. And then when you open it up, inside, when you open up the little cardboard, you have the full step-by-step recipe on how you make the dish. So sin-free, these JD Seasonings always are. They make up to 8 portions. This one is a recipe for 4 people, and it is called the Cajun beef goulash recipe, and I am just gonna read through everything you need. So you're gonna need a pot of Cajun seasoning, just fab because you've got all the weighed out already, and they're just great to have. They're sin-free. I do have a 20% discount code as well, which I thought I'd mention, and I'll leave that down below in the comments if you want to grab yourself some seasonings. I literally have so many. I'll quickly show you. So once you try JD Seasonings, you're going to want to get yourself a basket because there's so many and you will become utterly obsessed with them. Some of my favourites, I do get asked this quite a lot on Instagram, so I thought I might as well mention it now, seeing as we're talking about JD Seasonings. Some of my favourites, which I always reorder: spaghetti bolognese, well, spaghetti meatballs, sorry. Cajun, obviously, is the one we've got. Jambalaya, you've probably seen me cook this loads of times if you follow me over on Instagram. That's one of our favourites. Bolognese is also another great one. So they do a spicy meatballs and they also do a normal meatball as well. Mexican rub, which is great on chicken and any kind of meat, pork. Peri peri, again, great on chicken. Fajita is another one of our favorites. When we make fajita wraps with lettuce, we always use this with our chicken and our peppers and our onions. There's just so many on there. So if you are struggling with recipe ideas and what to cook the family, then you can be inspired by one of these seasonings. It tells you everything you need on the back, and it gives you the full recipe breakdown in the middle as well, and they're all completely sin-free. So yeah, I'll pop the details for those in the description below. But I am going to be talking through what you need to make this. So if you've got some kind of Cajun seasoning at home and you can't wait and you don't want to order it and you want to make it straight away, then this is everything you're going to need. So a pot of Cajun seasoning. You're going to need 1 pepper diced, so I've pre-done this already so it's nice and speedy. 1 onion diced. 1 carrot. I've just got 2 baby carrots because they needed to be used up. It also says in the recipe to use a stick of celery. Now I personally don't like celery, so I just skip that from it. But you could like add an extra carrot or half of an onion. Lean beef mince. So I've just got this Aldi 5% fat lean beef. This is 500 grams worth. 500 grams of macaroni. Just got this one from Aldi. 500 grams is actually the whole bag of that, so I'll just use that without weighing it out, so that's fab. And then for like cupboard stuff, what I call, you're gonna need some fry light. I've just got the garlic fry light. 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, so they are 400 grams each, so 800 grams of chopped tomatoes. You're gonna need 1 beef stock cube, which is sin-free. I've just got the cheapy ones from Lidl or Aldi, one or the other. You're gonna need some Worcestershire sauce, which is sin-free. You're also gonna need some sweet corn, so I've got just like one of the cans. This is 160 grams drained. It says on the recipe 130, but I'm just gonna pop 160 grams. What's an extra 30 grams? And then the main ingredient is the cheese. So I've weighed mine out already, but it says you need 125 grams of, it says here 125 grams of a 4 cheese mix. So, and you need it grated basically. So I just used this lighter than light one from Aldi. It was already pre-grated for me, so really convenient. And yeah, we're just gonna show you a step-by-step. This is sin-free, partly healthy, extra A. It's really, really, truly scrumptious, and it tastes even better as leftovers. Hence why I love doing it as a batch cook, because I just feel like it's one of those meals that taste even better the next day once it's been sat for a little while. And also it's amazing to freeze, and you just get it out, defrost it, say overnight or in a couple of hours, and you warm it up. And I always serve mine with a nice big bit of salad, so you're getting the speed in as well. So yeah, let's get cooking. I forgot to say, my angels, you're gonna need some garlic as well. In the recipe it just says 2 cloves of garlic peeled and crushed. I can't be bothered to do that, so I've just got my trusty heaps of garlic from Aldi. I'm gonna do, it says here 1 teaspoon is the equivalent of 1 teaspoon of fresh crushed garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons. So this is half a tin for a teaspoon. So 1 tin worth of garlic, just because I'm that lazy. I don't want to peel and chop and crush fresh garlic because I want to just get this over and done with. So it is going to be 1 tin split between 4. So 0.25 tins per portion if you want to be specific. So let's get cooking. Hopefully you can hear me with the sound of the extractor fan, but you want to cook this in like a big wok thing. I don't know what they're called, rather than like a saucepan, because there is loads of liquid that goes into it and all of the macaroni. It's basically like a 1 pot kind of thing. So you want something that's big enough so it's not going to overspill. So the first step we're doing is we're just frying off some peppers, our onions and our carrots until they get softened. Add your beef, add your Cajun seasoning. Break it. Breaky. And then your garlic. So I'm just going to do 2 teaspoons of garlic. 1 second. Once you've got that in, you're just going to give it all a good mix, and you're going to cook it until all of the beef mince has browned. Now that has browned up really nicely, we are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. So let me try and do this one-handed. Not gonna work, is it? No, it's really not. God, I don't even know why I bother doing this. Like, you all know how, I'm gonna burn myself. You all know how to pour sauce into, oh my god, the commitment. 1. Oh god, no, I just licked it off my hand. Oh god, no, I could never. Oh no. It's just falling out. Let's wing that. There we are. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, which is sin-free, and give that a good old mixy-roo. And then add your 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, your sweet corn, and then 400 millilitres of beef stock is going in. Anyone else get those bitty bits at the end? And then basically give this a really good stir so everything is combined, and it's going to look like there's a lot of liquid, but this will basically now simmer for 40 minutes on like a low to medium heat, and you want to cover it as well. So that's why these woks are really good if you've got one that's got a lid, because this will only thicken if it's covered. I will come back and probably give it a good mix every 10 minutes, so 4 times, just to make sure nothing's getting stuck to the bottom. But basically this is going to simmer for 40 minutes, and then when it's around 15 minutes left until the timer's gone off, that is when you just want to cook your macaroni as per the instructions on the bag. So again, 500 grams of macaroni will just be boiled in a saucepan, and then once that's cooked we will drain it, add it to this, and then we add in the cheese. So it's super simple to do. It does take a bit of time because, like I said, this has now got to simmer for 40 minutes, but it is well worth every minute you're going to wait until you plate it up. So let's get the lid on top of this and let her simmer away for 40 minutes. Okay, so once your macaroni is cooked and you have simmered this for 40 minutes, as you can see, it has basically reduced most of its liquid. It is ready now for you to, so my top tip with this is to do it bit by bit. So put some of the cooked macaroni in it and mix it, and then just repeat the process. Rather than pouring the whole lot of macaroni into the beef goulash, it can just get a bit messy. So by doing it separately, it just works out a lot easier. So I'm just gonna speed this bit up and do that. And now for the best bit, you are gonna mix in the cheese. Complete. So it sounds
really slushy and, you know, not the nicest. But that is basically your sin-free beef Cajun goulash, which as you can tell, makes tons. This is a massive wok, and look how many this can actually feed. I reckon you could probably do 5 big portions, but I am gonna have some for my lunch now, so I'm just gonna pop it on a plate with some salad. I'll show you, and then I'm gonna pop the rest in Tupperware and freeze it for a rainy day. It's actually crazy how much this recipe makes. I've got like a decent portion there. I've just used some baby leaf salad from Lidl, just to make sure I'm getting my speed in, filling my plate half with speed and then half with the other stuff. And as you can see here, it looks like I haven't even touched that. So I'm gonna probably have about 4 portions worth to put away for another day. I have just got my drinks bottle filled with some apple and pear squash, which is sin-free, and then I'm also going to have one of these Aldi orange zero crushes as well to enjoy with it, but it is sin-free. Well, 0.25 sins for the garlic that we use, but when I'm splitting it between however many Tupperwares worth or portions that's going to make, it's going to be basically nothing. And then it is part of my healthy extra A, my second one, because obviously we have my coffee for my first one. This is the other half of my second healthy extra A, because I haven't used enough cheese for it to warrant it being a full healthy extra A. I hope that makes sense. First bite, of course. You can see like the cheesy pull on it as well. Never gets old. I've actually managed to find 4 Tupperwares with matching lids. Does anybody else have that issue in their house? You can never get them to match. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, like I was saying, it makes so many. So I've got 4 really decent sized portions, which I'm gonna pop in the freezer and have another day. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that. The lighting is so bad. As you can see, it's super dark outside. But I just got back from the dog walk and I'm making myself a little quick snack, so I thought I'd show you. I haven't had much speed today, so I'm just gonna have probably half of these strawberries, just like a normal size punnet, and then I'm absolutely obsessed with the Sugarly Canderel, sugar Canderel sweetener type stuff. I'll just have a little bit of sprinkling over my strawberries, so I don't count sins for that, just because I'm literally going to be having the tiniest bit. But I believe, let me just grab the sins for you, one sec. This is hello my darling, half a sin for a level tablespoon of this stuff. So I'm not even going to be using a teaspoon, but if you want to sin it, then it is half a sin for a tablespoon. And then I've just got an apple and blackcurrant flavoured water, which has been in the fridge, so it's nice and ice cold. This is sin free and from Aldi, and I'm just gonna I love this stuff. Really nice and refreshing. Yeah, that is literally going to be me for the next hour or 2. It is currently Thursday when I'm filming this, and Thursday in our house is Dragon's Den and Apprentice Night. So Lily, you've heard me mention her and you've seen her on the channel before, and she's all over my Instagram. She comes over on a Thursday and we cook dinner and we watch Apprentice, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do tonight. So for tonight I'm gonna be doing burgers, but like cheesy burgers, so I'll show you that, with sweet potato fries, and we haven't used our healthy extra B today yet, so we'll be using a roll for that and probably just some salad on the side. So yeah, that is how today is going. Feeling good, feeling inspired, and not much else to say. I'm gonna sit down, watch the F1 with Bear, eat this, and then get back up in an hour or so to prepare dinner. I am cracking on with dinner this evening, and if you can hear arguments in the background, it's because Bear's helping Lily with her CV and they're not seeing eye to eye. So you can hear her laughing. So I have just basically chopped up some sweet potatoes into like chip shapes. Basically I've got some on a pizza tray, which is my preference of way of doing it because it's got holes in, so the bottoms will crisp up, but they didn't all fit, so I just got another baking tray. I lined the baking tray with some garlic fry light. I'm gonna spray
these all with the fry light, and then I'm just going to season them with salt and pepper, pop them in the oven on 220 degrees for around 30 to 35 minutes, and then I'm going to be putting the burgers in, and that will literally be it. But Mr. Boy again with his coat on. Let's get these in the oven because I'm starving. The chips are nearly done, so I'm gonna just pop the burgers in now. These are the ones we're using. They're the Aldi skinny beef quarter pounder, 5% fat. They're 1.5 cents each. We're just gonna be having one each, and then once they're nearly cooked, I'm gonna pop on one of these. These are the light cheese slices from Aldi as well. You can have 3 of these for your Healthy Extra A, or they're 2 cents each. So I'm just going to use 1 or 2 of those for my remaining second Healthy Extra A, and then that'll be my Healthy Extra A's done for today. And then we're literally going to be having this in a roll. I'll just grab the roll now to show you which one it is you can have as a Healthy Extra B. These are them. Again, they're from Aldi. They are the oat-topped deli rolls. They're quite a decent size. One of those for your Healthy Extra B, or if you calorie count, they're 160 calories each. And the burgers, if you calorie count, are 120 calories each. And if you calorie count, the cheese for one slice is 42 calories. So I will pop our burgers in there, serve it with some chips and some salad, and that'll be a really nice and easy dinner option idea for you. So the burgers are done, and I forgot to show you, so I've just cheesed up one, but I'm just popping one of the lighter cheese square things on top of the cooked burger, and then I'm going to pop it back in the act fry for around 2 to 3 minutes just to allow that to melt, and then it will just go in our bun then. Family time! This is it all plated up. Burg with the sweet potato fries. I've also popped a little bit of this peri peri salt from Aldi. It's basically a Nando's dupe.
Nando's dupe.
Salad for speed, tomatoes, a bit of ketch in the burg. I'm gonna add a bit of may. And I got my cheese on the burg too. So I'm gonna enjoy.
May.
And again. So it is now the end of the day, and I have just filled in my food diary. So basically with this I can track my Healthy Extra A and B at the top, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, any snacks that I've had throughout the day, and then here you'll see all of my sins. So I ended the day on 11 sins. I drank all of my water. My steps were 15,103, which is really good because my target daily is 10,000. And yeah, it's just a really good day. I'm just ending today with these skinny chocolate drop things. They are 4.5 sins, and that is the day complete. I'm also gonna have all my vitamins, which are by the side of the bed. But thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some meal inspiration. Really recommend trying the lunch, the Cajun beef goulash, and the Starbucks egg bites were a winner, but I really do feel like you can make them yourself for it being sin-free and your Healthy Extra. But I will see you all in my next video. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.